Well, hello and welcome back to this second episode in this Road to Rooney series. I'm going to be trading my way up to a Wayne Rooney regular card and giving him away to one lucky subscriber at the end of the series. So if you haven't already subscribed, I would recommend doing that right now for your chance to win a Wayne Rooney regular card. This is my introduction section, so I'm not going to actually be talking about any techniques at the moment. This is just going to be a channel update in the news kind of part of the video. So if you're not interested in any of that, then I'd recommend clicking on one of the links below to the different sections of the video so that we can get on with the techniques. If you're staying with me, then I'm going to start by talking about Football Manager Daily. They have a giveaway for the new Football Manager 2013 giveaway, or game even. Essentially, if you subscribe to their newsletter, you are in with a chance of winning a copy of Football Manager 2013, so you might as well do that. I mean, you get the tips and advice on top of that, which I find particularly useful when I'm playing. I'm also going to drop a plug for Patience81, I think I've got his channel name right, a friend from school who has an HD PVR and a fairly small channel. I mean, he's only got about 50, 55, 56 subscribers. He could do with a bit more attention. His videos are weird, I'll just say that, and confuse me a lot, but you know, if you're into confusing and weird videos about FIFA, then I would recommend watching those. He does do a few trading series as well. I think he started a new one. He plays on the PS3. He did a trading series a little while back which I think got him a lot of interest, and for some reason he dropped that. I don't know if it was time constraints or something like that. And also a very interesting video log series, which was quite entertaining for me to watch anyway. As for in the news, now I've recorded this section so many times and fluffed it so many times, I'm going to try and be as succinct as possible. On the 4th of July, the Higgs boson, they found significant evidence for its signature, basically piecing together all of the evidence that they found before at the LRC, Large Hadron Collider, no, LHC, something like that, I can't remember anyway. I'm not going to get into the technical side of it because, to be honest, it's boring and it's not particularly interesting. What I am going to say is that this probably falls under the argument again that I hear so many times, that people say we shouldn't be wasting our money on things like this, we should be spending it on, you know, sorting out Africa, sorting out problems in the world. You know, there's so many people dying of this and that, you know, we could save their lives so easily if we threw some money at it, or spent some money on it, whatever you like to say. But at the end of the day, I think I'm coming from a philosophical kind of view here. We need something to look forward to as a species, or whatever you want to say. I think it's fascinating to think that within 20 years' time there could be a human standing on Mars. I mean, that is enough reason for me to want to be alive in 20 years' time. There is so much bleakness and depressing reality in the world that we need something like this to look forward to. I mean, as well as the technologies that space travel and scientific exploration provide us, we need something to look forward to. Also, as for a YouTube series that I've just found, and most of you have probably already seen this, I've just come across The Gentleman's Rant. I will leave a link in the description to that. They also do a Gentleman's Rebuttal, or however the Americans say it, series, which I can't, basically the series that they make is a collection of guys that basically rant about things that suck in life, and the Rebuttal series is where they get clips from basically other people from YouTube and stuff. They send out a topic or whatever, and other people send in clips and they basically put them together, which is just as funny as the Gentleman's Rant original videos. I'm not going to get into the other topic that I was going to talk about at the moment. I think I may make this into another video actually. I was going to talk about update ideas for FIFA Ultimate Team and maybe beyond that, gaming in general. But I think that is a bit too much to focus on today, so this was my introduction section of the video. If you've watched all of it, then I can't thank you enough. You must be a very a good subscriber to me, so thank you very much, that is appreciated, and on with the video. So what you're going to need To start with, I am going to recommend that you would have 10,000 coins for this technique. You're not going to be investing the whole 10,000, but it's basically a coming and going of money. It's constantly turning around. You're probably going to need about 10,000 coins just to make sure that you don't run out of it whilst you're bidding for things, but you're not necessarily going to spend 10,000 buying the cards. I'd also recommend you having a kind of knowledge of what formation is better than what other formation. This is fairly simple to learn. You want to avoid formations with 3 at the back. Maybe 5 at the back as well aren't too popular. And I would also recommend, and I can't stress this enough in every single video that I make, you're going to need patience. It is the name of the game. Well, welcome back, and we are going to be telling you what to do to make money using this technique. As you can see, I'm trading gold players. These are kind of your base gold players. They're not your expensive making £1 million inform super hyper Euro 2012 players. They're your base players that people sometimes overlook when trading if they have a higher amount of money. For example, I've got 76k, so I wouldn't really be looking to trade these players too much. But in this example, obviously, I've said that you need a maximum of 10,000 coins to do this technique, so these are the kind of players that you will be trading at that level. The prices that I got them for aren't particularly impressive. Cavani there for 1,900. I looked at his average price. He was in that formation as well, very important, 2,400. So with the EA tax, I've probably made a couple of hundred coins there, something like that. But again, I saw him with about 30 seconds to go, so I dropped a bid on him and got him, and well, happy days there. You know, easy 200 coins. If you think about that relative to the amount of time you'd need to spend in a game to make 200 coins, 5 or 10 minutes, then for 5 or 10 seconds effort bidding on a player, I think that is a good bit of business. Obviously, if you are down at about 10,000 coins, you want to avoid making a low percentage profit, and this I would class as a low percentage profit, one of those trades that you could only really do if you have 80k in your bank and you can afford to make such a low amount of profit on each player. If you only have 10k, then you want to be looking at the likes of what I got here for Robinho, 1,200. Now I know his striker card is worth far much more than his centre forward, so it's kind of odd trading his centre forward card. It's somewhat reduced in value, but I did buy him. I decided to buy him. I thought this was a good deal because his formation fitted with his position. If you've got a centre forward or a wing back or an odd position like that, you want to make sure that they fit into that formation. Otherwise, they're really not going to be worth much because they would need converting into another formation, which could cost, you know, from 500 coins to 5,000 coins, which, you know, significantly reduces the value of that player already. But I think I could probably get about 2k for him in that formation. Berbatov and Gutierrez were risky. They're not in the Ultimate database. As far as I know, when I searched them, I couldn't find their average price. For Berbatov, I was going off the fact that he was a 4-1-2-1-2 and he played for Man United. I was looking at the likes of Hernandez to compare him with. Now a Hernandez card, even the lower rated Hernandez card, is worth significantly more than that. Especially in a 4-1-2-1-2. Now I know his pace kind of holds his price back a bit, so it's probably a bit less than his than Hernandez in that formation. But again, 1,000 coins I think is a bargain for him. Gutierrez, I picked him up in 4-4-2 for 550 coins. I think I could probably get about 1,000 for him. I used to trade him right at the start of the season at around this price and sell him for about 900, but this was not in 4-4-2. He used to go for a lot more in 4-4-2, so I reckon he's probably holding strong at about 1,000. I'm not entirely sure. He wasn't on the Ultimate database, just like Berbatov. Now I found these players within the space of about 3 or 4 minutes, and put together they probably made be about 600, 700 coins put together. Very happy with that in the space of time. That's basically about 3 or 4 times as much as you're going to make in a game, so you are making a lot more trading than you would just playing a match. So you can do this in between games. If you are going to trade for an extended period of time, then you are going to want to get onto the Xbox or the PS3 rather than be held back by bid tokens on the web app, because you will be outbid a couple of times. and you also do need to look at the Ultimate Database. So if you had a laptop with you, for example, it would be fairly easy to trade on the Xbox or the PS3. Now I'm just going to show you the search criteria for this. One very good way of finding players that are decently priced on an open bid is to double the minimum price for buy now of the maximum price of the current bid. So if we look here, we will see that a large amount of the players are actually being bid on at the moment, compared to most times when you look through. A significant proportion of those players are being bid on at the bidded, whatever the word is, at the moment, which is definitely positive because it means that there's money there for us to make. So essentially that is the criteria that you're looking for. I can't stress enough, using the Ultimate Database is really important, because you will come across players that you think are worth double as much as you've seen them for, when in fact you're just buying them for their average price. That's all I can really say for this tutorial today. I hope I've helped you guys out. Again, if you could leave a like, a comment, a subscription, a favourite, any of that, it's really appreciated and really helps the channel out. If you could leave a subscription just to win a Rooney, then I appreciate that too, and I hope you win, and I wish you the best of luck, to be honest. So thank you for watching this video. Good luck winning that Rooney, and thank you for watching this video.